So the year was 1987, and the big conversation, the big topic was AIDS and the impact it was having on the Black community. I was trying to find a way to tell that story, and I met a guy by the name of Kevin, and he let us come into his hospital room to tell part of his story. It was memorable then, and it's memorable today.
It was not anything that I could see in my body, but it was like a perception. I knew that there was something foreign and different in my body that was not supposed to be there. It was, I could feel it there. You know, people would say maybe it was a paranoia because I'd heard of AIDS or something like that. I don't think so. You know, it was there then, you know, like hiding out and waiting, you know, for its opportunity to really, you know, just take over as it has today. I would go to the doctors, and this is before they had the tests for AIDS, and I would ask them about AIDS. I said, I think I have AIDS.
Now that's because you had heard about it through the media?
No, this would be because that I broke out with diarrhea, loss of weight, weakness, and I noticed different changes in my body that I could just feel. And I would go to the doctor, go to the emergency, and they told me that the media had just blown this thing out of proportion. The media makes you think that you have AIDS. The programs that you watch that expose AIDS and things like that, you know, they make you think that you have AIDS. You know, so, you know, you're just a product of that. They didn't have the test. That I didn't have maybe all of the symptoms. They would send me out, you don't have AIDS. And when they would give me that assurance that I did not have AIDS, the bad part is that I would then pursue my sexual activity. And that, you know, that's sad, you know, very sad. Actually, I was diagnosed at Forbes Hospital and referred to Dr. Dixon, and he told me that I had he told me the type of AIDS that I had. Forbes Hospital already let me know that they'd given me the test, and they told me that they would call me in 2 weeks. And really, they called me in 4 days. They told me, we would like for you to come down to the, you know, hospital and speak with us. And my heart dropped into my stomach. And I said, no, I need to speak to you all today. I don't want to wait until another day. You know, anytime you call me and you don't tell me no, your test came up negative, I want to speak to you today. But they insisted that I wait until the particular day of the meeting, and they told me what was wrong with me. It's a shame that I cannot even remember the doctor's name. I wished I could. And, but she was a very good doctor, and she referred me to Dr. Dixon. I went to Dr. Dixon's office, or I went to the clinic where Dr. Dixon works out of. And he looked at me, he looked at my feet, and he said to me, you have the Kaposi sarcoma, or however it's properly pronounced. And he asked me, he said, what can we say to people? What can we do to help people that are in your condition? What can we say to young people who don't have the virus yet, but are in danger of getting it?
Let's talk about some of the support, some of the help, some of the assistance that you've received. I would imagine when we talk about things like your doctor, your personal doctor, that person would be a very special person, correct?
Not Not in every case,
Okay.
but in my case, I feel that my doctor is very special. When I was referred to him and he examined me, he asked me a question that doctors don't ask you. Do you have a bus fare home? You know, there was nothing medical about that question. Do you have bus fare home? You know, and I had in my pocket a transfer that I could get home. But I received the funds that he gave me to get home, only to go next door to a restaurant to have a roast beef sandwich and tea and some French fries, to think about all of the things he had just told me. After that, I would see him on a regular basis, and you know, every so many days or so, and you know, it was always good just sitting down, talking with him. He would make me feel better just talking with him. You know, he always made me feel like, well, you're not going to die of AIDS today. You know, you're not going to kill over and die tomorrow. You know, I would ask him questions like, I have asked him, well, how long do I have? How long am I going to live? He was not trying to play God. He was a doctor. That's it. You know, and as a doctor, he said to me, I don't know. There were days that I would wake up, Lynn, and I would put my feet on the floor, and without exaggeration, the pain was so excruciating and terrible until it felt like someone was playing tic-tac-toe on the bottoms of my feet with hot razor blades and filling the wounds with snow salt, rubbing alcohol, and a crystallized type of something for drains, like Drano. That's the way my feet felt in the morning, and I thank God for AZT.
I think the other thing that struck me about Kevin's story is he did not live to see everything we put on television with his story. Kevin died in the middle of our production, basically, but I think that he would be pleased to know that his story lives on today. Coming up, my one-on-one interview with Oprah Winfrey. Stick around.